Yo, what is up, pros versus schmoes? My name is Bradley. For those who do not know me, I normally work with a PlayStation 5, Madden 21 CFM Madden Elite. However, today we're not here for Madden Elite. We are here for Pros vs. Schmoes. If you're watching this, I'm sure you're aware of what Pros vs. Schmoes is. If you're not aware of what Pros vs. Schmoes is, basically Pros vs. Schmoes, it is a new league on next-gen Xbox. And basically the premise of the league is it gives a platform for your average Joe Schmo, right? Your average Joe to collide in CFM action with actual pros. And not only are we doing this, but we're supposed to be giving the pros an actual CFM experience. So that is the gist of what Pros vs. Schmoes is. There's a handful of pros in the league. The pros in the league include Kyler Murray as the Cardinals. We have Hollywood Brown as the Ravens. We have Trey Sherman as the Chargers. Cody Ford as the Washington football team. We have OFAB. We have OFAB, a pro 2K player, and as the Eagles, and we have Quinn Cook from the NBA and as the Eagles. So I gotta ask a question, right? Like, what does one have to do to get the pro role in the league? Like, we got this guy OFAB, the Eagles, in as like he's in, and he's got like the same like special pro role as Kyler Murray, Hollywood Brown, Trey Sherman, Cody Ford, and Quinn Cook. Like, what does one have to do to get that role? Like, what is considered pro? Like, pro 2K player? That's suspect. That's suspect to me. Like, maybe I just don't know, like, how, like, the 2K Spear works, right? Because, like, I'm not really familiar with it. Like, but, like, what's one got to do this? Like, what does one got to do to get this role? What does one got to do? Like, we giving out, like, Twitter check marks over here? Like, this guy, though, he's got, like, the pro role, and he's got the pro role for being, like, a sports gamer. Like, this guy better go 19-0. Like, this guy better win the Super Bowl. And, like, if he doesn't, like make a playoff run at all, if he doesn't compete at the top end, like, I vote we take his role away. He's got this role for being a pro sports player. Man, I'm looking at your record, okay, OFAB? I'm looking at your record. You're sitting at 2-3, man. You got 3 losses. You got the pro role for being a sports gamer. Come on, man. Do better than that. I'm expecting more out of you. Like going into this, like, there's that question in the back of your mind, like, how good are these pro players going to be when they collide with Madden players at Madden? Like, will their IRL jobs give them the leverage? Or will these guys with no lives, half of them living in their mama's basement, will they come in and just run mudshot on them because all they do is play Madden all day? Now, you, OFAB, you're in a special spot. Like, you're the pro that's a pro with the controller in your hand, man. I'm expecting, like, to the moon and back. Like you OFAB, you got this role for being a pro player, for being, like, a sports gamer, man. I want to see 19-0 from you. Anything else, like, I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in you, OFAB. 2-3, I'm disappointed. Anyways. We're going totally off script right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys today. If you haven't noticed already, like, we might make some people mad today. Like, this league, like, we're offering this chance for pro players to have a real CFM experience. We're offering the schmoes a chance to play with real pros. And, like, when I say we're doing this, like, we have a pretty extensive team involved in this. You can kind of see, like, all the logos of everyone from the CFM community that we have involved in this. It's basically, like, that's ridiculous. Everybody we got in the house working on this. We got SPA, we got Soda Bowl, we got MSR, we got Elite Crawler, we got Madaverse, we got Snipes. We got Elite Evolution, we got CG, we got Madden Elite in the house. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, this is like a dream team, like, putting this league together, okay? And, like, I don't say that like to, like, boast up Elite or anything like that. Truth is, like, I feel like the small fish in this group, right? It's ridiculous the powerhouses we got working on this. But like, basically, anytime I've asked questions to, like, the staff we have lined up for this league, like, how are we doing this? How do you guys want to go about that? How should I handle this situation? There's been a consistent response that I've gotten. And that response is, do it just like you would your league. Don't do it any different. So, OFAB, me coming in hot like you. Like, I'm treating you like one of the homies, man. So, and like, I'm going to do that today. I'm treating this show like it's just any other show. We're not giving special treatment to anybody, okay? OFAB, you got off pretty light. I'm coming in hot for some of the other yellow names. But we'll get to that later. I might get in trouble. Okay, this might be the last video I make for Pros vs. Schmoes. It's fine though. So before I go in hot though on anybody else, let's look at some bones and things going on around the league right now. I want to start by asking we're still early in the season. I like looking at like the teams that are like competing at the top, and like I like giving respect to the bottom feeders. So let's give respect to the bottom feeders, okay? Like grab your drink and pour one out this morning or whenever you're watching for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Poor Jaguars. Where are they at? Where are you? Here they are. The Jacksonville Jaguars are sitting at a record of 0-5. They are the only team in the league that has yet to pull out a win. Jacksonville, if you're watching this, I'm rooting for you. You need to get a win. You need to get off this list. Because every week, every time I do one of these videos and you're still on this list, like, this is your warning. I'm coming in hot. Like, I'm letting you off light today. Okay, I'm just calling it out. You're sitting at 0-5. Next time, Jacksonville, you're still on this list. We're diving in deep. We're taking a deep look. Okay, so get off the list, man. Come on, I believe in you. You got this. I believe in you. While Jacksonville is struggling, there are teams around the league right now that are thriving. One team in particular that is thriving, I want to look at. The Colts. S. Soden. The 14-year-old phenom. S. Soden. So, Soden's team. S. Soden's team. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this offensive line. 96 overall. 95 overall. 89 overall. 98 overall. 87 overall. The most ridiculous offensive line you will ever see. He's sitting at 3-1, I believe, on the year. Sitting at 3-1. He's the top of the AFC South. He has 4 superstars on this offensive line. He was able to land Carson Wentz in the mix of this incredible offensive line. Wentz on the year behind this monster offensive line has a QBR of 119.6. Carson is thriving behind the line. This offensive line is ridiculous. Like, you see, I've seen, like, a conversation I hear all the time is how important is offensive line in Madden. I am really interested to see how S. Soden's season is going to progress with this monster offensive line. Like, bravo to Soden, S. Soden, for putting together this ridiculous offensive line. Can't wait to see how it pans out for him. I do have a question though. Like, when I hear S. Soden's name, like 14-year-old S. Soden. Like, I'm pretty sure he's, or not S. Soden, but A. Soden. I'm getting it messed up. So, Colts, A. Soden, 14-year-old phenom. I feel like little Soden, right? A. Soden, right? I feel like he should be S. Soden. And I feel like Big Soden, who is S. Soden, should be A. Soden, right? Because, like, when I hear the names, like, this is kind of just a rabbit hole. Like, when I hear their names, right, I'm pretty sure, like, I've never been in, like, Soden's league, so I'm not entirely positive. But I'm pretty sure, and, like, people can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe A. Soden is the son of S. Soden. Is that right? Maybe if that's the case, I feel like their name should be reversed. Because, like, A Soden, it's like the Soden, you know, like the Soden everybody knows. So he's like A Soden, like proper tense, you know, like I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like he's like the Soden that everybody knows. So I feel like he should be A Soden. And I feel like S Soden, the son of Soden, should be, or I feel like A Soden should be S Soden because, like, son of Soden, because you know, like S, like son begins with an S. So I feel like A Soden and S Soden should switch names to help my confusion. Right? Can we do this? Can we do this? Can you guys do that? Is that possible? Can you guys do that? I don't know. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. On a more serious note, I asked some questions in chat prior to like hopping on to film this video. Right, I popped into the chat and I asked some questions, and like this dude responds, and he's basically like some witty comment basically about how my question could have been answered with Google or like DMs or something like that. My response to this is, note to self: find reasons to roast the Seahawks owner in the show that you're currently prepping for. So, this guy said, like, made these comments in chat, kind of rubbed me a little bit wrong. So, I hop on and I pull up his team, and, like, my train of thought is, okay, we're going to roast this guy. We're going to roast this guy. I don't think I can roast him, though. I think right now, the Seahawks owner may be roast proof. Let's peek at this. Let's peek at the Seahawks owner. So the Seahawks owner, he is sitting at 2-2. He does have 2 losses on the year, so we can roast that if we want. But when I look at his stats, Jameis Winston, 67 for 90, 998 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Those 7 interceptions are a major concern and probably why he has 2 picks. Looking at things, though. Looking at things beyond that. There are some things that when I look at his stats really impress me. 2 things really impress me about the Seahawks owner. One, who he's throwing the ball to. A lot of people are like narrow focus and like they key in on one guy. Godwin has 14 receptions. Kittle has 14 receptions. Isabel has 11 receptions. Johnson has 10 receptions. Harris has 8 receptions. He's spreading the ball around, getting a ton of people involved, getting a lot of love to a lot of people. When guys spread the ball out like that and they don't key in on one thing, like that makes it hard for the opposing defense to kind of key in and stop what they want to stop, right? And another stat that really impresses me, I believe this may be one of the most underrated stats in all of Madden. The completion percentage of the quarterback. He's sitting at 74.4 completion percentage. Guys who are able to put up numbers like this, they usually win, and they usually win consistently. My biggest concern with Seahawks, though, is 7 interceptions. 7 interceptions. Like, you're not going to compete at the highest level with those interceptions. Seahawks, you got to dial back those interceptions. You got to be a little bit more patient. It looks like you probably are pretty patient, passionate with that 74.4 completion percentage. Overall, though, between that completion percentage and everybody you're getting involved, like I think you're going to have a really good year. And I'm going to make a prediction. I am going to make a prediction. My prediction. Seahawks is going to win Week 7, his division game against the Arizona Cardinals. Jumping down to Week 11, my prediction, he's also going to win Week 11 against Kyler Murray's Arizona Cardinals. My bold prediction, Seahawks will have Kyler Murray's number, and he will sweep Kyler Murray in both of their division games. I pulled up your stats. I pulled up your info. Seahawks with the intent to just roast you and burn you, but I can't do it, man. I believe in you. Go sweep Kyler Murray. Go do it. Do it. I believe in you. You got this. Sweep him. Speaking of Kyler Murray, let's take a moment and talk about how all the pros are doing. Quinn Cook NBA player, the Bengals. He's sitting at a 1-3 record. Bum, bum, bum. Insert coffin dance skiff, right? Quinn Cook sitting at a 1-3 record. OFAB, our pro sports gamer in the house, is sitting at a 2-3 record. Quinn Cook and OFAB have losing records on the year. It's still super early. They can turn the ship around very easily. Cody Ford of the Washington football team here in Pros vs. Schmoes is sitting at a 3-1 record. Trey Sherman, the Chargers owner here in the league, is sitting at a 3-1 record. And then we have Hollywood Brown and Kyler Murray. Hollywood Brown is sitting at 2-2. Kyler Murray is sitting at 3-0. Let's take a moment and chat about these guys. So, Hollywood Brown. I mentioned I asked some questions in chat, and then Seahawks dude was like, DM, like made some witty comment or whatever. The question I asked is, has Hollywood Brown played a game yet? Because I know at the start of the league, he started out, I think, like 0-2, and it's because he took 2 sim losses in a row. He didn't even play his games. So, like, he's got 2 wins now. I'm not even sure he played those games. I believe at least one of those two wins was a sim win. I could be wrong. It's possible both of them were. I don't know if he's played a game yet. I don't know if you kind of, like, caught on in the beginning of the show when I talked about how, like, the premise of this league is we're giving the Smhoes a chance to play with pros, and we're giving the pros an authentic CFM experience. And, like, I don't know if you caught it, but when I said we're giving the pros an authentic CFM experience, there's a little bit of sarcasm in my tone. We can't give a guy an authentic CFM experience if he's not playing his games. We can't give a guy an authentic CFM experience if he's not even in the Discord community of the CFM. Like, Hollywood Brown's not even in, like, the Discord server for the league. He originally was. And, like, at the start of the league, like, we made it clear, like, yo, Smhoes, you got to respect these guys. And from what I understand, Hollywood Brown left the server because there were people in the server spamming his DMs. Like, in my mindset, like, I don't know if the pros watch this crap, right? But, like, in my mindset, like, Hollywood Brown, like, what I would say to you is you are missing out on an amazing opportunity to really be a part of something special. Honestly, like, the CFM game mode, it sucks. EA hasn't put, like, any time in developing the game, any time at all in developing the mode. However, the CFM community continues to thrive. You want to know why it thrives? Because guys like SPA, they innovate. Soden Bowl, they innovate. MSR, they innovate. League Crawler, they innovate. Maddenverse, they innovate. Snipes, they innovate. Elite Evolution, they innovate. CG, they innovate. And then Elite, we're trying to innovate, you know? But there are, like, the game mode sucks. But the leaders behind the community, we press the mode forward. We innovate on our ends, and we create spaces where just creativity thrives. And we try and give people experiences far beyond what a game mode can offer. And for, like, the most part, like, that's what we do. Like, you could join any of these servers down here, any of these communities down here, and the experience you're going to get is far more than the game of Madden. And, like, that's what, like, we're trying to offer. But, I mean, like, honestly, like, the equivalent of what Kyler or what Hollywood Brown is getting right now is, like, you, like, open up Madden, you go to the CFM, you go to, like, Connected Franchise, right? And you just find a random one and you hop in. And, like, kind of going back to, like, people spamming his DMs. Like, man, leak those, like, tell us who they are. Like, you had told us who they were. Like, they would have been gone. But, like, anyone who does not respect the privacy of the pros we have in the league and we find out, you're gone. Like, there will be, like, no questions or debates about it. Like, there will be no second thought about it. Like, you're gone. But it is what it is. Like, I understand his spot. Like, honestly, like, if he doesn't want to be a part of a community, but guys in the community, the schmoes, like they will all like line up to play him. Like that's a like super cool experience. Like if I was in the league, I'm like, give me a team in the AFC North. I want to play this guy twice a year. Like yeah, I'm probably gonna get killed because I suck at the game, but hey, I'll play him twice a year. You know. Anyways, Hollywood Brown sitting at 2-2, a tainted 2-2, and then we have Kyler Murray sitting at 3-0. We're going to chat about Kyler Murray here in a second. There is also, he's sitting at 3-0. He's one of 2 undefeated teams left in the league. The other undefeated team is the Giants. We're going to come back to Kyler Murray. I'm saving him for the end. But before we really dive though into Kyler Murray, let's take a moment and we need to look at this Giants team. Like, Giants, I think your offense might be the cheesiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Derrick Henry, 19 attempts, 455 yards, 7 touchdowns, player of the week. Ridiculous. Like, oh my gosh, that's almost 24 yards a carry. And then, like, it gets, like, obviously the other guy couldn't stop it. So, like, shame on the other guy, right? Like, I don't know who it is you played in this game where you put up this ridiculous yards, these ridiculous stats. I don't know who it is you played, man. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, okay? But, like, when we pull up his stats on the season, like, it gets even more cheesy. There is a major issue with this, with his stats, but we'll save that and we'll come back to it. But, look at this. Let's look at this. I got really confused for a second because I'm looking at these stats and then I look at this right here and I see what is this? Derrick Henry, 21 attempts, 223 yards. But how does he have 223 yards when it says that he had 455 in one game? And then it hit me. This isn't rushing stats. This isn't rushing stats. This is receiving stats. The leading receiver of the Giants is Derrick Henry. 21 receptions, more than double the receptions of anybody else on the team. 21 receptions, 223 yards. What are the people playing this guy? What are you doing? How are you letting him do this? 21 receptions, 223 yards, and then rushing attempts, 63 attempts, 641 yards. He has over 455 yards, rushing yards in one game. What are these guys doing? What the heck? Listen, this is ridiculous. No one can stop Derrick Henry, but if you stop him, you're going to beat this guy. You're going to beat this guy because he can't throw the ball to anyone other than Derrick Henry. Look at this. His touchdowns to interceptions ratios. He has 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. And then when we look at this, I pop back down and look at his passing stats. 3 of the touchdowns are to Derrick Henry. So he has 5 touchdowns to people, 5 passing touchdowns to people not named Derrick Henry, and then he's got 9 interceptions. Like, stop Derrick Henry, you're going to beat this guy. The question, though, is, can you stop Derrick Henry? Obviously, nobody can. Kyler Murray. Let's chat about Kyler Murray. Murray's sitting at 3-0. You know what? I'm not going to give no commentary. To this. I have a clip. I'm going to play this clip. I'm going to let you be the judge. Okay? I'm going to let you be the judge. You know what? Let's mute the music in the background. I'm going to play this clip. I'm going to lay out the scene for you. There's like 3 minutes. There's 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the game. Kyler Murray is up 42-21. It is a 4th and 2. He's beyond the 50. He's at the 38-yard line. And this is what he does. We're going to play the clip. You can be the judge. You can make whatever assessments you want. Okay? You be the judge. And then we're just going to end the show. So we're going to end this show in silence watching this clip. Okay. Apologies for the delay. Here it is. Again, 4th and 2, 42 to 21, zone the 38. Goes for it. You be the judge. You be the judge.